Hey guys, welcome back to a Legendary Review, episode 3 and 4. So, I mixed a little bit of episode 3 and 4 style, kind of, and makeup, not style, kind of. Episode 3 was circus, so I got my little hat here, and the makeup Megan had in yesterday's episode is kind of what I've like tried to emulate on my eyes. So, anyway, this week's episode had Dominique Jackson, and I don't like her. She was so rude. I mean, like, this is my first time seeing her do anything outside of acting, and I don't know if it was like, if her being a guest, like, if her being a guest on the show was like super performative, but I know I didn't like it. To me, she came off really, really rude, and it's like, you can give criticism like the other judges have been without being mean and downright disrespectful. She was so disrespectful. I don't like her. And I know I'm probably going to have another rant going on about that later on, but I don't like her. But she was the judge. And I just want to say the theme music, the theme song for this show, I love it. I love it. Every time it comes on, I'm always dancing, and I just really, really love it. Leomi, every time she hits the stage, she's always serving. I just love her. Like, I think maybe she's my favorite judge. I think Leomi is my favorite judge. Um, Reason number two why I'm not feeling what's her name, Dominique Jackson, is because, listen, when usually Jamila always thanks people like the guest judge when they come on, and she just kind of like looked. She didn't even say thank you for having me or you're welcome or whatever. She just, like, Jamila was like, thank you for being on the show, and she's just like ill. Like, are you Beyonce? Why are you acting like this? Anywho, so first to hit the stage on episode 3 is House of Lanvin. And I think that their performance was good. I liked it. I don't know if I want to say I really liked it, but I liked it. Yeah, I liked it actually. I liked it a lot. But I agree with Law Roach when he told Erica that she looked like she was too much. She was thinking about the steps too much. Like their performance, don't get me wrong, was really good, but I feel like she was just, she was in her head too much. And what I feel like episode three's review is going to be shorter than episode 4. And I feel like I'm going to breeze through this. So next was House of Ninja. And during the time when they show us they're rehearsing, Tanisha like was giving them pointers, and the pointers that she was giving them, to me, it made so much sense. And I saw that it would look really, really good what she was saying, for them to do when they hit the stage. So they, no, they didn't do it for me. Like, I agree with all the judges. Like, all of them had like good criticism, but they weren't feeling them, and neither was I, because when they were performing, I was so confused. To me, they just looked like super cutesy. Like, I just wish they had executed what Tanisha told them and what they initially said that they were going to do. And it wasn't gory enough at all. I felt like everybody else was kind of like gory and scary and circus, like circus berserkers. And they were just like, we're cute. We're going to hit the stage and we're going to be cute. And that's it. And we're not here for that. So next is House of Ebony. And I would say I was not disappointed in their house, because I wasn't expecting much from them, and they didn't give me much. They didn't give me anything, really. Law Roach, his face, when they were done with their performance, that was my face throughout the whole entire like performance that they had. And I just was not, I feel like everyone had this amazing rehearsal and all these things that they were going to do. And it just didn't translate well. Not everyone, but it just didn't translate to what they really said that they were going to do. So next is Asabaman and Hasabame. Their outfits to me, their costumes, their performance, they looked really, 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 they looked really, really good. Like it was scary. Like they ate that outfit, they ate it up. Jamila and Meg, they were scared shitless. And, you know, thankfully I watched that in the afternoon because if I watched it at night, I would have had nightmares. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So they get an A from me. So next is House of, why did I yell like that? So sorry. So sorry. But next is House of Saint Laurent. And at this point, they're my favorite house. And then next is House of Lanvin. But House of Saint Laurent. When they were in rehearsal and the outfit, the way they described their outfit to Johnny Woojack, I was like, they're about to kill this. So when they explained that, my excitement was at a 5. And then when they hit the stage, my excitement was at it like a 10 or a 15. Because I was like, yes, give me creepy. Give it to me. And then like 2 seconds later, it went to a 1. Because what was that? You gave me nothing. And I was so sad. I really was so sad because I think I know they're my favorite. And I was just like, what, this is not what y'all said y'all was going to do. What do you mean? How do you mean? What do you mean? How do you mean it? No, I wasn't here for that. I was really disappointed and they didn't bring it. And yeah, that's how I felt about them. Okay, so next is House of, I'm really sorry that I keep yelling. My microphone is really close. I'm so sorry. I'm just a naturally loud person. So sorry. If you have on headphones, I'm truly apologizing to you. I'm sorry. But next is House of I'm Nigerian. Did you hear the H factor pop out? So next is House of Escada. And they killed it. They ate it. It was for like lunch and they licked the plate and then the floor. Okay? I really liked it. Like, you know, sometimes all you need is like a really good story in your performance and not doing too much. I thought their pace was really, really well done. They were in sync. It just, I don't know. They gave us every style of, not every style, but the main parts of voguing, they gave it to us, and or like ballroom, they gave it to us, and I really loved it. I really loved it. They just I don't know, they were in their element. It's like the group, they knew what they had to do and then they did it. So they did really amazing. Really good. So next is House of Gucci. Poor House of Gucci. Let me tell you something. I don't know who was right or wrong because they didn't really show us what really happened. They just showed snippets of them like having little arguments here and there, but they didn't really show us what was the root of it. Miracle left the competition, and it did seem like what they were showing us, like Dee Delicious was antagonizing what's his name, Miracle, but they didn't really show us if we are going to be on Didi's side or on Miracle's side, if he had every right to leave. I mean, it's a competition. Like, don't leave your people's hanging. Like, it just shows that you're a quitter when it comes to stuff like that. Like, the fact they're not adults, because you couldn't be. The fact that they couldn't, like, talk it out or find a way to work it out, even if it's not on camera. Like, listen, I don't, just for the sake of the competition, please stop doing this. It's really getting on my nerves. And I feel like this is like the fact that they argued and they were not like in sync, besides like their performance, it showed in their performance because it was very meh. Now, we don't have to like something, but we also don't have to like insult people. This is what I didn't like about Dominique. Like, she was very disgustingly rude to Delicious. Um, I wasn't here for it. There's no reason to be that rude. Like, it was really, really mean. Like, and I like that Law Roach also like stepped in. They cut it off before it escalated. So I'm not cut it off, but like they nipped it in the butt before it escalated, because what are you doing? This is a competition. You don't have to act like that. You can give ridiculous, like, constructive criticism without being really rude. And Dominique, listen, if y'all doing another show, another season, don't invite her back because she was rude. Like, what is your problem? Did you have a bad day? Why are you coming on? No, no. I just, whoo, child. I was so pissed. I was like, ew, why are you acting like this? Like, they're not that gorgeous. What? Why would you say something like that to people? What? Anyway, I'm over her. I'm over her. So, at the end of the episode, it came down to House of Saint Laurent and House of Ninja. And oh, by the way, obviously you've seen this before you're watching this, but Escada won, and I feel like House of Escada deserved that win. For episode 3, they really deserved it. They killed it. Like, it was just chef's kiss. So to battle it out, it was House of Ninja and House of Saint Laurent. And she say, they know she say from House of Ninja is like their golden gem. Okay, like she's their golden gem. She's a gem. What? She's like their secret weapon, secret sauce for that house, especially when it comes to battling. So obviously, Dolores was like, I'm gonna have she say, and Pretty was for House of Saint Laurent. And when they were battling, I was so confused. Pretty just looked like he came on stage to be pretty, and she say came on stage like she came to save her house. So while Pretty was dancing pretty on stage, pretty soft, pretty not battling, got their ass pretty sent home. Okay? Because what was that? You, I don't know, I didn't get, like, it wasn't enough energy for me to say you actually want to fight for this. So it wasn't, I feel like House of Ninja deserved to stay because she say battled really, really well. So it was a good episode. It was a good episode. And then episode 4 got me excited because I saw that it was going to be Wild Wild West. I'm just, all these things are like really good and solid. So I really, really like that. But I would say so far, this Circus Berserkus has been, yeah, I would say has been my favorite theme so far. So, episode 4, and this episode is Wild Wild West. The guest star of this episode was Nico Tortorello, or Tortorella. Tortorella. And he's from the show Younger. I actually never finished that show. It was a good show while I was watching it. So, this theme, like I said, was Wild West. Oh my God, can I speak? And just let's get into it. Let's get into it. I feel like at the beginning of the episode, Erica was already over Escada. Like, Erica was like, I'm not here for House of Escada. She was not having it. I feel like, what does she have against them? Like, do they have outside beef? Like, does her house and House of Escada have, I don't know. It just, she doesn't feel like they were the ones that deserved to stay. And then they won last week because their performance was really good. So I don't understand What is the problem, Erica? Let us know. What did they do to you? What? So anyway, the first part of it, they had to. I say this category. What is this category? Category is come and see me. So their gowns had to be like, obviously, because this is Wild Wild West, they had to just show, Western, like saloon, like that. If you've seen a Western movie, you know what the theme basically is supposed to be like. So first that went down was House of Balmain, and Calypso's, like, that's how you hit the stage, okay? That is how you hit the stage, because I was like, ooh, this is a big gown. And then she twirled out of that dress. I was like, yes. It was good. It was really, really good. I really liked it. I liked the dress. You could see, I feel like if you watch, what is it, Westworld? What's that? Mage? I feel like she had a dress like that, kind of. And that's what that reminded me of when I saw it. And I thought the spinning out of the tulle, it looked really, really good. And I liked her. So next is House of Ebony. And y'all know I have a special place. I'm pretty sure I have a special place in my heart for Zaparis. Zapari. I'm always wanting to put a little in her name, but I didn't really like the dress. I think it didn't have enough. It didn't have enough volume. Maybe that's why I didn't like the dress. To me, she came down the runway, and I was like, "Is she supposed to be Poison Ivy?" I don't think so, because that's exactly what she looked like. The dress wasn't. No, that's my boo, but no. I wasn't like that baton. The performance, like her performance was good. I just didn't like the dress. And that was it. So next is House of Gucci, and we have Delicious coming down the runway or down the stage. Same thing. And her dress reminds me of, like, those like floral gold couches that have tassels on them. That's what it reminded me of. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. It just didn't. I didn't like it. I feel like, and then she spinned only once. Like, twirl with your dress. Give us something. Like, why y'all? There's literally a deliberate message or theme, and sometimes people just come on stage and like, well, I look cute, so take this. And it's just like, what are you doing? Spin with the dress. Maybe that would have given me something. Maybe the tassels would have tasseled into my heart, but it didn't. And I no. It did nothing for me. I'm sorry. So sorry. I didn't like it. Like Jamila. Jamila likes everything. Oh my God, that girl likes everything. I don't ever agree with her, like, at all. But anyway, yeah, Delicious didn't do it for me, y'all. I didn't like the dress. I think it was the pattern that made it not that great. And then she got chopped. So next is like my new favorite. I mean, I'll say I've always liked them. My favorite was House of Saint Laurent, and then they left. And now my favorite left in the competition is House of Lanvin. And I like Ninja too. I like them. So Erica came out twirling that umbrella with the cow print on it. And then the bottom of her dress also had the cow print. And I just loved it because, oh my God, it just was giving me like, I loved it. I think her dress was like one of the best. And she looked good. She twirled her umbrella, and I thought she did really well. So next is House of Ninja. Satva, that's her name, Satva's dress, or her whole everything with the spinning. I thought it was so on point just for her to not spin. she wasn't serving enough. Like, your outfit looks so good, but you weren't serving enough. Just because your hat and your thing is spin. And you know what? It looks like a wheelchair. I won't lie to you. When she came out, I was like, there should have been something extra for it to look like a, I forget what it's called. I'll insert it here. But I see the idea, but I don't think it was, she didn't execute it. She didn't do the outfit justice, because the outfit, if it was just based on outfit, I mean, it kind of was, but you had to add your own flavor, and she didn't add anything. So thank God in other categories they were good. But yeah, I was really disappointed because they're also one of the houses that I really, really like. So last in this category is House of Escada, and Twilight came out of the dress. I was like, okay, this is cute with the hat. And then he dropped it. I was like, oh, he was right when he said his outfit was gonna have a nasty reveal. So I was here for that. I liked that category because this was the $5,000 category. This episode, I forgot to mention, this episode, each category they were winning either $5,000, $10,000, or 15 at each category. So I thought that was well deserved of him winning their house. Because that dress just at the end, because of the cowboy hat, I just thought, like, it was so cute. And even when he twirled, because twirl, it was just like, it was just really cute, and I really, really liked it. And I think for that category, House of Escada deserved the win, even though Erica and House of Lanvin outfit was like also really amazing. So when it came to battling for this category, it was Calypso and Zapari, and I just like saying that, Zapari. But it was their time to battle it out. Wow. So it was their time to battle it out, and honestly, to be honest with you, y'all know Zapari is my boo, but I think what do you call it? Calypso should have won that battle. Oh my God, sorry, I had a brain fart. I think Calypso should have won that battle between those two. So next was Erica and Twilight. And even though I will say Erica's was my favorite, it was my favorite, but I thought Twilight deserved that win because I liked the dress and the theme and the cowboy, and like the cowboy hat matching the cowboy hat, and then like the part that was like a tux with the I just thought that was the best gown for the night, but Erica's was my favorite, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. But I was here for it. So, like I said, House of Escada won that part. I'm actually like surprised it was down to Twilight and Zapari for that battle. I've already said this already, so I'm just gonna move on. Escada won, and Twilight deserved that win for House of Escada. So the next category is Sheriff of Seduction. And first to go in is House of Lanvin, and Packrat did not come to play with y'all with that body. And I know a lot of people deal with issues with their body. Some people have like body dysphoria, some people have body dysmorphia, and it's a really tough thing. You never really know what people are going through and how they see their body. If I had her body, you couldn't tell me shit. Her body is popping. Like, her body is amazing to me. She looked good, but like I said, you never know how people are seeing their bodies in the mirror, and I think she looks really, really good. And she did really well on stage too. So yes. So next is House of Ebony, and I say Isla really actually surprised me. Like, she looked, for someone that just had a baby, she looked amazing. And even if she didn't just have a baby, like, she looked really, really good. But y'all know House of Ebony, I never expect much, but she surprised me. I was like, okay. When she did that push up, I was like, okay, I see you, girl. I see you, girl. I see you. She did good. She did good. She did really, really good. And she looked cute. So next is House of Gucci, and Jarrell came on stage to represent his house. And honestly, I'm bored. I am bored of Jarrell. He's so mad. I feel like at this point, obviously, we all know Jarrell is a beautiful looking man. He's gorgeous. Okay? Drop dead gorgeous. And his body is drop dead sexy. But that's it. You can't. I'm not here for it. It was just. It's just no. It just wasn't. I didn't get anything from it besides, oh, look, it's a gorgeous man on the stage. And next is House of Ninja, and Dolores came on that stage. I was like, Dolores, you ain't tell us about all of that over there. You ain't tell us that. You ain't tell us about that little body over there. Okay, girl? She looked good. Okay? Her body was like, I was like, okay, Dolores, tell us more. She did good. I think she killed, she represented. She did good. Yeah, and then she put that little rod or whatever it is, a baton or a rod, or I don't remember what it was. And then she lifted up her cheeks, so y'all know even if she didn't lift it up, it was there. She got an ass. I was like, Dolores, you didn't have to tell us about. Okay, I see you, sis. We're here. I mean, we're not here because my body doesn't look like that, but I see you, sis. Yes. So next was House of Escada, and I don't think Jazul deserved to get cut. I feel like he was very confident. Like, I don't know why they cut him. He looked nice. Like, I don't know. Maybe they were looking for something that I didn't know. But I didn't think he deserved to get cut. I know that. I don't think he deserved to get cut. Last but not least of this category was Jamari from House of Balmain. And you know what? I love the outfits. Jamari got a bomb ass body. I loved all his tattoos, and his body was like shimmering and as soon as I saw his body, you know what I thought of? The body lava from Fenty Beauty. I was like, okay, Jamari. Okay. Okay, we didn't see, but now we do, right? He looked good. He looked really, really good. He looked good. And I like the pink. I need to find out where I can get something like that because that was cute. So the battle category was, who was it? Oh my God. I have my notes here and I'm thinking. It was Pack Rat versus Isla. And obviously, Pack Rat ate that up. Obviously. Like, Isla, you got a good body, but obviously it was Pack Rat. And then the next part of the battle was Gucci, Balmain, and Ninja. So all three houses battled it out, and I'm glad House of Gucci, like, Jarrell, listen, we'll see you next week. Bye. Go. He just was, no. It was boring. He was boring. I barely even saw him. He was just like standing there looking good. And then to me, that's what I saw. And then it was left to the other houses. And then last but not least, the final battle in this category was House of Ninja and House of Lanvin. And obviously Lanvin won. And Pack Rat was going to beat Dolores. Like, obviously. Because they both have amazing bodies. But I think in that category, Pack Rat ate it up and won the house $10,000. 10,000 American dollars. Oh my God, my coworker used to say that so much. And it's been ingrained in my head. Every time I say large sum of money, I always say American dollars. I don't know. Just so for the last category, I forgot what the last category was called. Honestly, I forgot. But oh no, it was like a mannequin something. They just basically had to tell a story. And the first was House of Escada. I feel like they were good. They weren't as good as last week, but they were good. And for a little, they were like, I don't know, it was just a little misstep here and there. So it wasn't as in sync as it should have been. But I will say I liked their story. I really liked their story, and it's sad that that was it. I liked it, but I didn't like it enough for me to be like, yes. But I don't know. I liked it. I liked it. So next was House of Ebony, and Shorty being the tumbleweed was the best part of their dance. A tumbleweed is the best part of your performance. I'm just not, no. I'm not here for the performance. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. Jamila liked it. I think she liked it. I didn't like it. I don't ever agree with Jamila on anything. But yeah, I didn't like it at all. And I'm going to move on because I'm just going to keep saying I didn't like it at all. So next was House of Gucci. I didn't like that at all either. They looked all over the place. They looked confused. I understood what their story was supposed to be because of the background silhouettes and all that stuff. But then I'm just gonna move on. I don't want to make this any like longer than it needs to be. I didn't like their performance. They didn't really give me anything. So next is House of Ninja. I thought their intro to the performance was just too long. It didn't need to be that long. Like we got the message, and I understand that the audio had to tell the story before they started performing, but they could have like made the audio faster, like sped it up so it could have been faster so they can perform. Because I was like, okay, what are we waiting for? And then they actually killed the performance. It was really really nice. They like, I liked their performance. I love their outfits. I liked them overall in this category. It was so sad that their props were like falling everywhere. Almost hit Jamila, poor Jamila, in the face or in the eye. I was like, what are y'all doing? Why is this not glued on properly? Okay, because what? But I really, really liked them. They were really good. So next was House of Lanvin, and they ate this category up. Okay, okay, okay. They looked really, really good. I liked their performance, and sometimes when you like something, there's no more need to be said about it. They did really good, and I loved it. So last but not least is House of Balmain, and okay. Like I love their outfit. It was bomb. It was so colorful, and I really, really like. That's the only thing I really liked about their performance. Everything else, I was waiting for something to happen, and it just never did. It never did. Never did. And you know what, Law Roach, he's so shady. Talking about some Bob maybe. Don't be so shady. But I have to agree. I didn't get it. Yeah, I didn't. So my final thoughts for episode 4 is that I actually think for the overall style and everything for this category, I actually think ninjas deserved it. The $15,000 bounty, I thought that was like really, really cool. So even if they don't win this competition, they have $15,000. They're $15,000 richer than they came in with. So good for them. Erica looked pissed though. Erica looked pissed that Ninja won that category. And I was like, damn, like, Ninja ain't do nothing to you, girl. Erica was like, no, we needed to win that $10,000 and the $15,000, okay? But overall, they won the trophy this week. So I think, she should be really, really proud of her and her kids and her house. They really do. They every week since the competition has started, I think they've been doing really, really well. It might have every week might have not been the judge's favorite, but they've been. I feel like every week they have been killing it, and I think House of Gucci should have went home this episode. They did. I think next week they're gonna have a double elimination, but Why didn't you just send House of Gucci home this week? I think they were in the bottom, and I think all categories. Were they in the bottom in all categories? Yeah, like they should have went home. They should have went home. Okay. And that is it for this episode. I'm excited for next week's episode. I want to see what it is. I was kind of like confused, but excited at the same time. So I can't wait to see what it is. Tell me how do you guys want me to do episode per episode for videos, or do you like that I'm combining 2 episodes at once? Let me know. 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 So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next review.